to the next objective. It's the start of a new playlist driver. Featuring a special guest, it's already shaping up to be explosive. Professional daredevils to craft a new experience for hotheads and customization enthusiasts. They've made a name for themselves by filming their gincanas, limitless races where drifting off the edge of a precipice and jumping over a helicopter become the norm. As you may have guessed, Hoonigan is here on the island. And invited Hoonigan to set up their HQ here. The place is just like them, fun and limitless, and you've got a whole playlist to discover it. creative officer, Brian Scotto, has something to tell you.
What up, everybody? Brian Scotto here from the Hoonigans, and this is the Gymkhana Grid Masters playlist. We'll go for it.
You know how many times I've heard this?
Have you ever listened, though? The crew at MotoFest invited us out here to do what Hoonigan does best, and that's build a Gymkhana right here in Hawaii. For this, we obviously need a driver that's ready to go fast and break a few things along the way. Before becoming a proper Gymkhana driver, you're gonna have to master the craft, and that means a bit of workshopping and a lot of action. Every Gymkhana driver gets a dope machine, and you will get yours. But first, you're gonna have to get to the end of this.
No room for cautious driving anymore. Here, you drive like a Hoonigan. Let's see what's coming up. Waiting to introduce you to your new playground. Here, you're going to learn the ways of Hoonigan through various workshops set up by their team. Once your training is over, you'll be a real Gymkhana driver, capable of leading your own Gymkhana. But let's start at the beginning.
Yo, what's up? Scotto here from Hoonigan. Stoked to see another aspiring Gymkhana driver. And I want to welcome you to Tire Slayer Studios, our headquarters. The MotoFest gave us free reign to create our own Gymkhana Grid playground and practice our craft. This is the place to hone and perfect our skills in 3 different level zones. Show me your creativity, and you might get your chance to become the Gymkhana MotoFest driver. But for now, let me just show you around. You're gonna love it. Looks like you're not the only one working out today. Lots of drivers out to burn rubber. No pressure. There's no need to rush this morning. This guy ahead, he's doing great at donuts. between tricks, and the buck counter will drop. That bonus is for true Gymkhana masters only. Our 360 Madman is back. Go slide in his line, just follow his tire track. That's why I love this place. You have a wrecking ball, and you always have guys to get creative with. Performing the wildest tricks. This is the Gymkhana DNA. Driving the mother of all Mustangs. Cross that line, and I'll tell you more about it. Event, you already get to drive the Hoonicorn. Realize that's the wildest Gymkhana machine we have ever built. You're a lucky one. It took us 2 years to transform a 1965 Mustang into that. The updated version uses the same Ford V8, but this time with 2 massive turbos. Let's see how you did on this first outing. We'll film a few moments, a good way to see how you progress through the playlist. It's gonna take some time for you to harness all of this power. This thing makes crazy torque. It's not exactly a ride for the car. All right, look, we're gonna keep the Hoonicorn, but we're gonna stay on the grid playground. I wanna see how accurately you can actually slide this thing around. Shouldn't be an issue. The Hoonicorn was born to stunt. We're going to rough up the Hoonicorn today. We focus on Gymkhana essentials, big slides and precision. Get the right amount of points and we move on. court trick, man, that's gotta be cool. And it was. You've just taken your first step in the quest to becoming a Gymkhana master. The tricks we set up require a ton of precision and therefore training. Proper car control requires timing and impact. Everything is weight balance. Engage the brake hard, that perfect moment, get proper steering, but above all, never drift. Let's see how you handled your first slides with the Unicorn. So now the real test is going to be whether or not you can manage to put this all together in real Gymkhana conditions. First, I got this first stat I want to put together. There's 2 cars I want to see go head to head. Take your pick. The Coupe Quattro, a turbo monster with infinite blueness. We're into this first ad event. The guys and I do it all the time. We put 2 cars on the grid and see which one is the fastest. We can only compare cars for the fun of it. Don't worry if you lose. But let's see if we bet on the right horse. Our 2 competitors today belong to the collection of a true Volkswagen nerd. Me. These cars cars on track, it makes me feel emotional. And a little bit anxious, to be honest. Don't crash yours, please. I'll tell Gary the same thing. Like seeing a Jack Ferdinand Porsche fighting a buffed up August Pork in the octagon. In the red corner, the 965 Turbo, upgraded to over 400 horsepower with Japanese aesthetics. Love this. And in the blue corner, the 1990 Coupe Quattro with a big turbo that takes it up over 800 horsepower. A good little boy. Insane. I'm not going to bed before kissing these two beauties goodnight. It calms me. We're repairing a first Gymkhana test view over there. Things are gonna get real. The end is near. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough watching either of my babies lose. If you want to push the car to its limit, now is the time. All right. You did great. But honestly, this versus that was heartbreaking to watch. On one side, you've got this 1990 Audi Coupe Quattro that took me a mere 2 decades to see crazy hill climbing beast. And on the other, the ultimate goal for any VW, Audi, Porsche nerd like myself. One of the first 2 cars that Raw Welt ever built outside of Japan. Check out the hips on that thing. I know we patched this whole thing together, but I just can't watch either of these lose, so I'm just gonna keep my eyes closed for this one. All good? Can I open my eyes now? Let's meet at the foot of the volcano. It's time to put your skills to the test in an actual Gymkhana. This event is a validation event, meaning you'll need to use the skills you've acquired on the playground. Scotto wants to see if you can use them in a time attack. The Unicorn will no longer be your map for this event, replaced by a fully modified third-gen Camaro.
Hoonigan created this car at Chevrolet's own request. The brand wanted a special car for a special engine. A 632 crate engine, also called a big block. Hard to miss, this engine literally pierces the hood. Actually, it doesn't even have a hood.
First test, the volcano. We really spruced up the place. The plan's simple. You go up to the summit, then drive down as fast as you can while performing various tricks. See if you can be both fast and precise in such a challenging environment. All right, I'd be lying if I didn't happen to mention a few drivers might have gone down the ravine. It was kind of rough, but that's not going to happen to you. And after all, the Camaro, virtually unbreakable. Good luck.
You're probably wondering, why a chopper? You'll find out soon. Time to see what you've learned. Finish the race on time. Do as many tricks as you can. And on top of winning that money, you'll win my heart. Deal? That big block is ultra powerful, and that's not a euphemism. But she's not a natural-born Gymkhana machine like the Hoonigan. You can drift the streetcar for sure, but it's at your own risk with the handbrake. Jump over it, like now. Now that's what we call proximity. This type of moment in a video with slow-mo, now that's badass. Properly to take the rail. Take it up a notch. Come on, I want to see you flirt with the precipice a little longer. You'll be tired. Gymkhanas exist. Follow the chopper. The end is right over there. Shame, but you'll get it next time. Just do the scene but faster. Find out soon. Time to see what you've learned. Finish the race on time. Do as many tricks as you can. And on top of winning that money, you'll win my heart. Deal?
No shame in trying again.
Ultra powerful, and that's not a euphemism. But she's not a natural-born gymkhana machine like the Hoon. You can drift the streetcar for sure, but it's at your own risk with the handbrake. This type of moment in a video with slow-mo, so that's badass. To take the rail. In reference to hill climb, hardcore uphill races. But in a volcano, dude, you take it up a notch. Come on, I want to see you flirt with the precipice a little longer. You'll leave tired.
that time attack was crazy and honestly not very easy to negotiate, especially in a 1,000 horsepower Camaro. This machine owes its power to the extremely prominent 632 big block coming through the hood. We also beefed up the drivetrain, specifically going with straight cut gears, because Gymkhana drivers tend to be a little hard on their equipment and break everything. And by the way, we shot a couple highlight videos. I figured you might want to watch them. This race, it had its wow moments, but the others, they're going to need to be even more spectacular than that. I need you to go pick up this Mitsubishi Evo 9, and then you got to bring it back to the shop so Ron, the rally guru, and the boys can jump on it and get a build going.
In a parking lot a little further on. You just have to take it back to the Hoonigan HQ so that they can give it their special treatment. Customization is their thing.
This Evo in this area, it's quite rare in the US, so I had to jump on it. I've told Ron, and the team can't wait to get their hands on it. And what's more, we've got a sunset and great sound, everything's smiling on us. Chill out a bit. This car doesn't look like much. Just look at the interior. No frills, classic Japanese minimal. But there's always more. Mitsubishi gave us a nice inline four-cylinder with already 280 horsepower. That, we're gonna turn up a bit. Believe me, this bad boy is gonna make an absolute Gymkhana beast. We just need to give it a Hoonigan touch. A little carbon to it, a good way to give it some street spirit. Like a carbon hood, roof, and 4 doors. Did I say a little carbon? I meant a lot. Creating a Gymkhana car is always exciting. You start with an idea, toss in some passion, fantasy, and insanity, and you get the ultimate car. Back to the Hoonigan HQ. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Ron's inside. He's gonna take care of Mademoiselle.